Hello everyone and welcome to SaleFreaks English webinar. In this webinar we will go through the system. We will know how to use the SaleFreaks system and make or maximize its potential and learn how to make auto ordering and the system go in a flow. Okay, so let's begin. First, you can see our dashboard, but before I begin, if possible, Karina or Paul, can you just describe in what stage of usage are you? Have you started listing items? Have you started selling? It would be great if you can click on the chat to your right or write in the question section, whatever you feel more comfortable. And of course, in this way, I'll know if you can hear me and see the screen. Okay, so you just signed up today. This is good news. Okay, great. So welcome. Thank you for answering. So we can start. SaleFreaks dashboard looks like this. We have the general information on which customer we are and what plan we have with SaleFreaks, and how many items is tracked in the account. So I have 4,792 items out of 15,000 I can list in SaleFreaks. If we're talking about limits and items that I can list to my eBay account, if you roll down, you can see the limits in the account here. So you can see how many available, what is the seller performance, and what is the feedback. So I'll go back. Here you can see what are the last orders and the orders that are top sellers. To your right, you can find the statistics dashboard. So here, we're looking at sales conversion rate. We, of course, look on a monthly basis to see what is the sales conversion rate of our account. Now, sales conversion rate refers to the item listed and the amount of sales that we have in the past 30 days. Same here for APO, average profit per order. So the average profit per order on a monthly basis is $2.56. A healthy account would define where with 20% conversion rate and $2 average profit per order. So this account is quite healthy because there's a balance between the APO and the SCR, which keep on changing. Now, another function that we have here is the messages and the alerts. In messages, you can, I will go in later in this webinar, but you can just in one click see what are the pre-sale questions and the post-sale questions. And here you can see how many orders got stuck, and you have a linkable number to direct you to all the orders that was stuck by many reasons, whether it's you don't have balance in your account, whether it was a negative profit, and we want you to search for a good offer with our software. Now let's begin. How do we start? Okay, so thank you for your answers. I appreciate that. And we can continue. So we went through the dashboard. You have the option to see your profit on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, and what the account did in the past month. So this is the profit clock, and we can go back and see the profit history, so it will compare all your transactions and activity in the past month. For example, let's take the yearly and click on view history. So you can see we started in 2016, 2017, and so on and so forth. Now let's start with the locator. How do I find the best items on Amazon? Now our locator know how to find the diamonds between the rocks. So what I need to do is to go to Amazon. So click on a tab. I just open a www.amazon.com. And now I can choose a category that I wish to list. So for example, sports bra. Let's start using those items. Now, several things that we need to pay attention. First of all, if we want to work only with Prime items, we would like to check the Amazon Prime checkbox. Once we check the Prime, you can see we have 4,663 items. Now, another thing that's important, we wish to have a grid view. So at least 4 items in one row, okay? This is important to see several items in one row. Now, once we got that, all we need to do is, since SaleFreaks allow you to sell on eBay without keeping inventory, is to copy the URL. So copy. We're going back to the argument. You can paste here the argument itself. Provide a name to the locator name. So woman, or let's go with a sport. And all you need to do, click on search and compare and scan now. Once you have a scanned locator, you will have another row here show you what's the status, what's the export status, how many scans out of results out of scans you have, and here's the quota usage. So the quota usage is for every 24 hours. So once you finished all your available scans, you will have more available scans in the next 24 hours. So let's click on one of the rows and see what's the result. So as you can see, just let me go back for a second. We used in the quota 17,332 items. The locator find and optimized 17,324. And when I say optimize, it means that the seller is only from US. The shipping time is no longer than 10 days. And of course, the seller have 85 feedback rates. And the actual result is 17,096 items. Now, let's click on this row and enter the filter. Now, this is the filter of the locator that we just ran. This filter shows you how you find the best items and how do you screen all the products that have arbitrage and that can bring you money. So what I will do here is just uncheck the warm, uncheck the cold, uncheck the none, and leave all the hot, super hot, very hot items. I will choose the profit percentage that is suitable for me, and it goes for greater than, we can do, for example, 2%. And I'll click on show results. Once I'll see show result, you can see that I have 1,155 rows of good results and items that will provide me with arbitrage. So let's look, for example, at this super hot item. That the assumed profit on this item is $2.10, and in percentage is 17.47%. So if you can see, the supplier item ID, the price is $12 at Amazon, $12, while the eBay item ID for the best competitor is $60.82. You can always click on view and you will be directed to the competition itself, and you can see the item is 16.82 pounds. So you can see the gap between 16 and 82 cents to 12 you can see that the assumed profit is lower than the difference in the prices here. So the assumed profit is calculated after SaleFreaks deducted all PayPal fee, which is usually standing on 3.4, 3.9, according to your agreement with PayPal. And after deducting the eBay final value fee, which stands on 9%. Now, once we decide we wish to list those items to SaleFreaks, we can check all the items here and click on Export. Now, since this is only a demo account, once clicked on Export, it will lead me to one step before the listing generator. So once we click on the export, and then we will have another option to see all the items. You will click on yes. You will have another row here. So let's continue with the sport, and I'll click on this row to be directed to the listing generator. Now here in the listing generator, you see, and this is another search that we did, you can see 1,300 items. Out of them, 563 was listed, and we will get back to that soon. And 490 items were filled, but look here, 251 items was failed by Vero. So SaleFreaks protect you from Vero listing. Okay. For example, Under Armour, Adidas, and so on and so forth. If you want to bring that back, and if you think that it's a mistake, so what you need to do is, for example, click on Force Vero Allow, back to Generate, and Generate. But I won't do that now. We'll go back to the listed items. Okay, so here are all the items that are listed in my account. If I'll go to Item ID and I'll click on the Item ID, you will be directed to the item itself in SaleFreaks. Now, the item itself in SaleFreaks show you all the relevant details. The Buy It Now price, what amount the competition is selling, the best competitor, what's the price in Amazon, what's the tag we gave it, the title, and of course from here we can add it to title, the current profit, the profit range, the default quantity, so on and so forth. And here you can see the ASCII number. Now you can see that the item specifics is a very large. You can always add new item specifics, one of your own, just to type a unique detail that your buyers might look for. And you can see that it's according to eBay requirements and demand. Now you can add it to the photos. You can add in bulk all the photos that you wish to have. And you can see that the presentation is very good. Now from here, of course, you can enter the eBay item as it's published in your store. Now another link is if we go to the listing generator, from here, if you click on the market item ID, you will be directed to the Amazon account and to your store itself. The supplier item ID click will direct you, of course, to Amazon and to the offers available in Amazon. Okay, let's proceed. So once we have all the items, we can be directed to a single item. But once we want to see all the items, what we need to do is to click on items and go to the item itself. In the item section, I would like to click on view items, and then the software will bring all the items that I have listed to my eBay account, and of course that I have in my SaleFreaks account. So you can see here, a great option that SaleFreaks have is the advanced filter. I can filter according to views. I can filter according to price range. So here, for example, I'm asking SaleFreaks to show me below 20 views and only the price range between $20 and $50. Also, you have an option for unsold time range and creation time, but let's see the filter that we just checked. So here you can see the total amount of items that we have. So now under 20 views and between the range price of $20 to $50, you can see that we have 1,148 items. Now from here again, you can enter the item and be directed to the place that you can edit all those items. And of course, item specific. You can see when the item was available in the past 24 hours and in what price was it sold. How many sales I had in the last 30 days. For example, so I apparently don't have any sales because the views is below 20. So we went through the items. So what we did so far is learn how to run a locator by, just to summarize, by just pasting an argument from Amazon. We saw what's the listing generator and how can we list items by exporting, and by checking what was failed, what was listed, and how can I see those items. And we saw all the items, and now can I see the full list of my items. Now we always need to reset the filter because every time the software saves your filter. So I'll click on reset filter and I'll click on view items and it will bring back to the older situation. Now another great function for SaleFreaks, you're always great to do actions in bulk. So for example, if you want to edit the price for 4 items, for example, not for everything. So what you can do is, for example, I checked all those 4 items and I can change their quantity, their handling time, or the profit range. And what I need to do is to click on update. Another option is to change the default template. We have a template that we're providing you in great cooperation with the Crazy Lista. This is a mobile template that applies on 2017 eBay requirements. And you're able to edit whether you wish to operate the global shipping on those amounts or not. Now, for example, we recommend to operate the global shipping only on items up to $60. So we won't get any large loss since we can't refund. So I can do it price range up to 60 or under $60 or pound. And then decide to operate. Let's just make sure. Okay, it's still thinking because we have a lot of items in this account. So we checked only those items that are under 60. We have 13,281 items. And we can click on enabled and then update for these items. Now, once we did a change, we can see the bulk action summary. You will have a comment here, product update, for example, profit or anything else, how many items and what's the status of this action. Now, if I explain you on templates, so you can be directed to SaleFreaks templates under the items. And you can click on add template, create new template, and you can add it and choose, of course, Crazy Lister or the basic HTML editor. And then you can edit all the templates that you wish to edit. Now, one more thing is that SaleFreaks provide you a 30 days free trial as a gift from the corporation, from us and a Crazy Lister. Now, another magnificent product that we have in SaleFreaks is the title optimization. The title optimization is a great tool that enables you, I'll click on view items to see all my items. And this tool enables you to see what other sellers that sold a lot of items have in the product title. So what we need to do is, once we clicked on view items, is to ask for generate suggestions. Once I'll click on generate suggestions, for example, you can see that some of them are empty. It will be easy if I'll go to suggested items, I'll ask only with suggestions, and I'll click on view items. So we have some items that already have suggestions and we want to see them. Okay, so as you can see, the red words are the one that suggested by other sellers and by SaleFreaks. If you can see the 3 flames, and you can see that there's a lot, indicates that the title is taken from the items that was sold the most in the past 30 days. All you need to do is click on the black arrow. You can see again changing. I'll click on undo now, but you can see portable for, and it will change for light. You see it? And then optimize now. Once you did that, if I'll click on save changes, so the status will change to edited. Once I'll click on optimize now, the status will change to deployed, and the change will be applied on your eBay store. Is that clear? Any questions that I can answer about the locator, the items, the template, the title optimization? Okay. Karina, you asked how much for the start I need to have items in the store. I think that it would be best to grow, but I think that 100 items, and this is the minimum for a good start with selling items. Another question, the items that are none in the locator, are these worth uploading? I guess they are none because they were not comparable from other eBay sellers. Well, Phil, before I'll answer on your question because it's complicated, Karina, yes, you have 2 weeks free trial with SaleFreaks. Phil, I'm going back to your questions. You're referring on the none items in the locator. So the none items shows that some of them don't have competition and some of them are negative profit. So what usually when I'm doing while filtering none items, I will always choose the none. For example, I'll uncheck all of them. And in the monetary profit, I'll add blanks. So those are items that have no competition, you are correct, but are not negative and in stock. So what I would like to do here for those cases, I will add, for example, some non-items in a different locator. I can tag them by bulk actions. For example, I can click here, no competition, and tag them. And now those are items that can be diamonds, those are items that can be rocks. We don't know. If you want to enter this section, you need to follow up on these items. Let's say give it a week to see, because some of those items can be really, really good, but some of those items are not in stock, are not in the competition, since no one actually wants that. So if you're willing to take that adventure, tag those items, follow on those items, and you'll see what items are selling and what not. Have I answered your question? Okay, perfect. Okay, so in purchase issue, let's start with the orders. Here I can see all the orders in my account. I can click on view orders. And let's go to see from a different date, so it will be easier to pull all the orders. Okay, never mind. So here you can see the product name, the account, the order time, purchase time, and status. For example, and the profit, of course. If I'll click on one of those items, I will get all the details: the order time, the quantity, the shipping method, who's the eBay transaction, what's the supplier account, when was the item was scanned, and when was the order issued, and when it was purchased. Okay, so you have the full details here. You can do an override in case you want to take that order manually, and really manage your items with the address, changing the address, and the buyer email. Now, Renee said that you know how to manage the tickets, and that's very good. But sometimes we don't need to contact the buyers because we have the purchase issue. The purchase issue, and we've seen that in the dashboard, and I'll show you that again. For example, here you can see the purchase issue. We have one purchase issue. So I can go that through order or just click on the one. So I'll go to purchase issue under orders. And now you can see that I have the option to manage the orders. Now, for example, this order is taken care of, but if I go to SaleFreaks website, you're able to see here the tutorials that you have. Learn how to update manual purchase override or purchase issue. Now, for example, in the purchase issue tab, I'm able, for example, to see that I have two options. In terms of the seller balance is empty, I'll click on place the order once I load some money. In case of, for example, the shipping address doesn't match, the check supplier offers those for cases in negative profit, and so on and so forth, I can do it by clicking on actions, and then the window will be open. SaleFreaks is able to offer me a better offers, or I can log into my Amazon account, but we'll go there soon. Okay, so we did on purchase. Now, before I continue, there's a question for Karina. Karina, yes. Do I need to create by myself an eBay store? Yes, it's very recommended. You need to create your own store. Now, in terms of Amazon gift account, we'll get that later. At first, at the beginning, you are getting one account with a remote computer from us, but it's not Prime, so you need to turn it to Prime. And you can connect your own Amazon Prime account, and I'll show you later how to do that. So here we have the tickets and cases. So a ticketing system that allows you to connect with your buyers and to see all the pre-sale questions, the post-sale questions, and to manage all your ticketing from SaleFreaks and from your interested or potential buyers from here. So you can see all the buyer details, the supplier details. There's a thread, so it's more easy to see the story. And of course, type the response if needed. You can click on resolve or the status, and here you manage all your text. Okay. Now you have an option to get canned response and settings. Now, canned response is an option to just pull out the canned response that you have. SaleFreaks can send you some canned response, and it's good. Now we'll go to my account. So we went through orders, how to release stock orders, and the ticketing system. Now we are going to my accounts and to see. So this is an account that SaleFreaks provide, and our user turned it to Prime. So here's another available option, is to see how do you connect how do you connect. So I'll go to SaleFreaks channel, and I'll pull the video on connecting the Amazon account to SaleFreaks. And now we are providing the accounts for you, but you need to set it to Prime. So how do we do that? As part of our onboarding process, connect an Amazon account to SaleFreaks account and turn it to Prime. So what we need to do now is, this is the onboarding step, and you are welcome to see that you have two options: Amazon created by SaleFreaks or Amazon Add My Own. Now, if you choose the Amazon Add My Own, you can just enter the account email and the account password and click OK, and you will be added a new account. But if you want that to choose Amazon created by SaleFreaks, so we will click OK. We will wait till SaleFreaks will create a computer for us. And it will log in directly to the Amazon account. Once we change that to Prime, and we can do it by clicking on Prime and start your 30-day free trial here. Connect your credit card and make it the account to Prime account. And of course, the webinar and the video is available. So once you created an account, paid for the Prime, and entered the billing address, just click on Save this address and start your free trial. Once you start your free trial, 30-day free trial here in Amazon, once you do that, the Amazon will change to Amazon Prime. Do you see it here? And then you can go back to the console, click on I'm done, the account is now Prime, and you will see the auto ordering changing from pending to enabled. Perfect. Now, another thing that you need to do, and you should pay attention to it in the beginning here, you can see that you need to forward all your emails arriving from Amazon shipping to this address, tracking email to last. So what I'll do here, for example, we're just creating a rule. So I'll open my email account. And I'll create a rule. So what I need to do here is, for example, I'll enter the ship confirm at Amazon.com here and create filter with this search. Okay. Once we create, we'll forward it to an add forwarding address. I'll add forwarding address, which is tracking at mailtolast.com. Just let me check that this is the right email, tracking at mailtolast.com. Perfect. And click on next. Once that's done, so you can see it here, the confirmation code, you don't need that, but SaleFreaks will approve you on the other hand. And once the forwarding address is good and the rule is clear and set, you need to save save changes, and all the emails will be directed to tracking@mailtolast.com, and the tracking numbers will be uploaded to your eBay account. So here you can see verified tracking mail to last, and we're good to go. Now let's go back to the console. Any questions up to here? I can send you, of course, the Skype video on how to connect. Sorry, the YouTube video on how to connect your Prime account. So you have the video here. Okay, so I send it to you here. And if you wish, you can always add me on Skype, Shanice SaleFreaks. This is my Skype username. Or my email. So you can just send request, and I'll be happy to answer them. Great. Now we set the Amazon account, and we check that it's going to be enabled. Now we're ready to go. Now I have questions. Do we make a new Amazon account every 30 days? So no, you start a free trial, and we're changing your Prime account to a student account. So we're aiming to go in 6 months, as long as you're purchasing the gift cards in the correct way, and I'll show you immediately how to do it. So every 6 months, it doesn't matter. Virtual credit card is fine. Natural credit card is fine as well. It does not matter. So let's go on how to purchase gift cards. So there are two options. The easy option is, in order to load the accounts, so just show you that the one account here, I can click on view, and of course add it where I want to change the balance or change the password. Okay, so here view and then add it according to the accounts. Now if I want to load balance, there's one option to click on my balance and then get balance. Here all I need to do is choose the amount that I wish to purchase. Here you can see the SaleFreaks balance, so 100. Now if I have mass payment, I will choose the PayPal mass payment option. If not, I will choose the PayPal checkout, and I'll just click on send payment, and the balance will be updated automatically here. Another option is to connect an email that never been used and have no gift cards available in this email. I will go to gift card loader under my balance, and I will connect the email address. What I need to do is add email. So I will open a new email address. For example, this is a new email address, and now I'll have to do two things. I'll go to settings, first step. I'll click on settings. I'll go to forwarding and pop IMAP. I will enable pop for all mail, and I will click on save changes. The second thing I will have to do is to go to my account by clicking on my user, click on my account, go into sign in and security and connected apps and sites. I will roll down and I will turn the allow less secure apps on. Once I did all those steps, I will go back to SaleFreaks. For example, I'll get that my balance in gift card loader. And I will add a new email. So this would be my email. And I'll enter the password and then I'll click on add. Only once I did those steps that I explained earlier. The status OK should be changed in 20 minutes. What I need to do now is go to a different Amazon account and then to go to gift cards and registry, to purchase an e-gift card, standard, choose the amount, delivery email. I'll send that to my email, and I'll enter my credit card, and I'll proceed to checkout, add to cart. I'll add to cart and I'll pay. Let's go back. Once I bought the gift card, here I'm adding an address that I want the gift card to be sent. Now, this should be the new email that we just opened, and we set all the settings in advance, allowing less secure apps, and you see, good thing that we just checked it. Perfect. And making sure that I'm allowing through the settings all the pop mail. So let's go back, check that we just set it properly. Forwarding and pop IMAP, enable pop to all mail, and save changes. Perfect. Now once I purchased the gift card in Amazon, I sent that to my address. I will go back to SaleFreaks and I'll click on load gift cards. And then the balance will be added here, add to here. Now, before I proceed, is it clear what are the options to load balance, whether it's to get balance feature or whether it's sending gift cards to your email, a new email? Another important thing, every email that you're getting from Amazon, please do not open. Leave it closed, and SaleFreaks can read it, and it will be able to read it. Now, one final thing, in the global settings, under settings, here we're able, and we'll go back on that quickly, we're able to change the quantity, the default quantity of available items in eBay. This is what the buyer will see. We usually recommend on 1. We're able to change the handling time. This seller is standing on 0 day, but we recommend to have it on 3 days. The profit range, which you decide, we recommend to start with 4 to 14. You can add the minimal monetary profit. The template, choose the template. Usually the template that you're getting from us, as I said, is the default US template. And the PayPal account information, make sure that you do have the valid PayPal account and the connected one. Add your PayPal fee per transaction according to your agreement. And as I said earlier, it's 3.4, usually the standard. Make sure shipping policy is reflected to the buyer and is fast and free. And of course, shipping to a PO box. If you wish to change to a PO box and sell to buyers that have PO box, you can click change the default to enable. If you want to avoid chasing after customers and asking for their physical address, so keep it on disable. Return policy by default is 30, but you're welcome to change it. And Amazon vendors type. There are 2 options, and it's important to make sure that you know the difference. Prime only is only Prime items. They felt placed on Prime priority, so the software will know how to work with Prime items and marketplace item, but will always prefer to push the Prime items. Okay, so if you want to work only with Prime items, make sure it's on Prime only. Amazon add-on items is designated for sellers that have a lot of selling because Amazon add-on are very cheap and selling items, and SaleFreaks support in monitoring the availability and the pricing of Amazon add-on items. And you can decide that you want to operate the add-on, so you need to click on Enable. You need to change the auto-order bundling method if you want it to be automated, so I'll change that to add-on. And here in the maximum auto-order delay time, I'll change the hour ratio according to what I think that the volume of sales can go up to $25. So for example, if I know that all cumulated sales are coming to $25 only after 4 hours, so I'll click on 4, and now the aggregation will be up to 4 hours. If I haven't made it to $25 in 4 hours, so all the orders will go out and be executed, and the add-on will keep waiting for another orders to come in, which will be in a cumulative amount of $25. And that's it. Click on Save. You can watch our, of course, in the settings, we have the premium resources, and you can watch our webinar. This is a strategic webinar, and some we host Guru Mastermind, and this is available only for SaleFreaks customers. If you have questions, I would love to hear them now to understand better whether it's the locator, the items, the orders. Okay, Phil, I see your question. Can we import a gift card number for third-party seller too? So from our experience, a lot of third-party sellers like drugstores or unreliable sellers have made Amazon close our sellers' accounts. And we don't want to risk that, because once they're closing your accounts, they can save your funds, and it's not good for your account because orders will get stuck and won't get out to be purchased or executed properly in the time that you promised them. Yes, so exactly, you need to have money in the Amazon account in order to enable SaleFreaks to execute the sales, because eventually SaleFreaks, the software does that, it's getting an order and now it needs to go and purchase it on Amazon. Now she needs money, it needs money to purchase the items on Amazon in order to be able to send it to eBay, to our buyer. Does it make sense? Okay, Karina, I don't really understand with the gift cards. Do you have some video on it? The gift card is very easy. If you don't wanna, be complicated, just go to My Balance, click on Get Balance, choose the amount you want to pay, and then send payment. That's it. It's not complicated, Karina. I can send you the also this recorded webinar will be available, but I can send you, you can see, sorry, in our, let's go to our commercial website, www.salefreaks.com. Under tutorials, you have tutorial number 4, how to load gift cards with your credit card. But it's really easy. If you don't understand, don't want to go complicated, get balance, choose the amount, and send payment. That's it. Okay, is tracking also automatically uploaded to all the items? What happened if Amazon Logistics? Okay, so as you're welcome, Grina. As for the tracking number, this is what I showed you, that you need to create a rule in your account. You need to forward all emails coming from shipconfirm@amazon.com to tracking at mail to last SaleFreaks.com. This is very easy. I can show you that again. I'm creating in the mail another rule. So I can click here on the arrow and I'll say ship confirm. Let's do it from here. It's easy. Okay. Ship confirm. Create filter with the search. Forward it to, and I'll add forwarding address. Add forwarding address here for tracking at mail2last.com. Next. And as you can see, I already added that. But once you added the forwarding address, you again just creating your rule here. Ship confirm, create filter, and forward it to choose the email that you wish. Choose the email that you wish to forward it to, and create filter. That's it. Okay. Okay, now as for Amazon, eBay is not working and not supporting, but we are reading the emails of every time that an order is tracked in, and they're sending the tracking number by emails. So SaleFreaks have this function to read the emails and get to Amazon logistics tracking numbers as well. Okay, any other questions, Karina, Phil, that I can answer? Okay, if not, I will summarize the call. You have my details. You have SaleFreaks YouTube video. Okay, perfect. And feel free to reach out. And thank you for attending and being so great. Okay, so have a great one and good luck. You're welcome. Thank you.